Wow, oh wow. All right, Hewey Jakey, before we get into the nuts and bolts of this week, I want to make something very clear. A month ago on this very podcast, I sat here and I declared loudly and proudly that the lid was off Balga. Not cracked, not loosened, it was off. And at the time, a few people probably thought, here we go, getting ahead of himself and the club. Well, guess what? The lid wasn't just off, the whole damn thing has exploded. Balga Cricket Club is officially cooking. Because since that statement, 3 of our sides have marched into grand finals. Semi-finals, we didn't just participate. We didn't just sneak through the back door. We walked in the front, kicked off the hinges and told the competition, move over. Balga is back. The cricket we played last weekend, that was the Balga way in its purest form. That was decades of history, pride and stubbornness all coming together at once. And I want everyone listening, players, past players, supporters, even the blokes who only rock up when there's a free sausage, to understand this is no fluke. This is no lucky run. This is a club that is back. Properly, fully back. And hey, Hewey said it, Jakey said it, and I'll say it again. We're here to have fun, take the piss where it's deserved, and back this club 100%. We do that every week, but right now it's easy because the boys have given us something to really get behind. So buckle up, because this weekend isn't about possibilities anymore. This week is about 3 Balga teams playing for the silverware, playing for history, and playing to show the entire association that the sleepy giant has bloody been awoken. Ladies and gentlemen, Balga Cricket Club is not just back. We are here and we are coming. All right, welcome to this week's Balga Cricket Club podcast. What a week it's been. The semi-finals done and dusted. Results are in. Grand finals are sorted. And what a bloody great week of the year this is leading into grand finals, especially when you have sides that are going to be there competing for the big one. As always, welcome to my co-host, Hewey. How are you, mate?
Well, thank you, Gaz.
That's good. And Jakey?
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. Glad you're back, Jakey, after a week off.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Good to be here.
Yeah, mate. Don't do that again. We don't. Me and Huey don't sign off on sick days, mate. You weren't getting paid for last week.
We'll deduct your pay.
Yeah. So let's just before we get into it, we'll have a bit of a chat. Huey, mate, that was you got to be happy, mate. We heard the opening statement. We have got 3 teams back. This is quite inspiring. I'll put it that way.
Well, after last week when we checked out, how long it had been since we'd had so many teams in finals and all the rest of it, it's finally come to fruition. We still have to win them.
Yeah. Oh, but I understand that. I understand that.
But we still have to win them. But to be there is just absolutely amazing. It's fantastic. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting for us as players. For the whole club moving forward. It's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Couldn't have wished for anything better.
Who would have thought of this?
We could have had one more in.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, it's just amazing.
I know. And who would have thought this if you had mentioned this even 2-3 years ago? This was a possibility.
Mate, at the start of the season, if you had mentioned it, it would have been. We're going, don't know, but it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
And you've had quite the weekend, Hugh, winning a semi in North Melbourne, getting up. Must be happy, mate. Yeah, things are looking good.
Off to a great start. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We'll just cool our jets for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, as I bring in Jakey, congratulations, mate. But your weekend wasn't as good. You did get into a into a grand final cricket, but your Saints suck.
Let's keep talking cricket, shall we?
Yeah. How have you been, mate?
Yeah, very good, mate. I was pretty happy with the whole dome introduction about a month ago in the podcast, but today was very good as well.
Yeah,
absolutely. You've been the man to call it. The lid is off. We've been talking up a pretty big game on these podcasts.
we have, but that's our job. That's our job.
Yes, and we haven't exactly been taking it lightly on the other competition either. So I'm glad we got here.
Yeah.
But have that, hammerheads.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
All the rest of you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, what a fantastic weekend. Hewey, the support, you're at home. What was it like over the 2 days? You had yourselves in the second grade, and you had third grade playing on the top oval. What was it like down here over the weekend?
It was pretty good. Saturday we were supposed to have our past players day, which is, if I'm honest, was pretty disappointing. We didn't have many guys turn up at all, but that would have been good for support.
Yeah.
But no, it was just the boys and a few family and friends every now and then would pop in and while we were playing, of course, we're watching the boys up the top, and the atmosphere was good. It's not so much tense, but exciting.
Yeah.
You know? But we're going okay, so we'll keep a lid on that. And
no, I know.
And roll into this weekend and with confidence.
So. It's nice to have, obviously, co-host Hewey still playing, seconds, and then Jakey, who's been a lot of the year down in H's, but just finally come good.
Cracked it.
Yeah, and gone all the way back up to our top grade. What was it like up Mushay, Jakey? Did they bring anyone, or was it just what did it feel like being up there?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I think a fair few of their locals get to the games sort of later on in the Arvo.
Yeah. About
4 o'clock, a lot of the locals just start rolling in. I think because there's not much else to do.
That makes sense.
But yeah, this week it was a pretty decent crowd. It was funny enough, the week before, which was the last game of the regular season, they got a fucking massive crowd.
Yeah, okay.
I think they might have had some awards for the juniors at the Oval or something like that. But yeah, consistently pretty big crowds there across the last 3 weekends. So
and that would have been a good game to watch as well.
Yeah, well,
both games were watching, right? Like a lot of runs.
It was an absolute cracker for us. That was the one where we chased down 328 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, both games are really good.
Yeah. No, it's a fantastic time to be part of the club. All the players should be extremely proud. We'll go through all the results and what's coming up for the week ahead. But as always, I just want to acknowledge our sponsors, Infront Australia Finance, Meredith Hammett, the Bottler on Main Street, Naz and Palace Cleaning. There is one I forget. Hagen Hastings Watches, Jeannie, always a great sponsor of the club, and obviously Varsity. Make sure, as we always say, get down there, have some dinner, have a beer, use your app, and all those rewards come to the club and makes this a better place to be. So thanks to all our sponsors. You'd be very happy you got on board. We are flying.
Absolutely.
What a year to be on board.
Try and keep up.
Yeah, all right. So let's get into the first game. All right, we're going to start with our third grade. And this was quite the game. I was at home just doing whatever, but I was constantly just loading up the Play Cricket app or whatever, and I was like, okay, they're like 3 for 12, and then they're 4, and I was thinking, what the fuck's going on, right? And then they roll so the score. We're all out for 72, and I was thinking, nah, this can't be. But
that's how it happens, though.
I know. And you look at the results across the association, right? Everyone got
low scores,
all around, right?
Yeah.
And you're just thinking, I don't know, like, I love doing this podcast with you boys, right? And because you talk it up, right, then you start wanting to see, like, okay, we're good. And I was thinking, oh, shit, like, we put the moz on them, right, or whatever.
Absolutely.
So they're all out for 72. And then I think they'd taken a couple of wickets that night in return.
And even, I think, Naz had left over there on the Saturday and he came over here to have a leak.
Yeah.
They were like 5 down, and the time he was walking back, they'd lost 3 wickets or something.
Yeah, okay.
And he'd gone back, and that was it.
Yeah. So, and then they rolled Marmion for 44. Probably only got nice things to say about Marmion. They're not a bad club, but not good enough. So, Hewey.
But the thing is, though, right, before we get into it, to be all out for 72, you'd be thinking, here we go. This is shit. But they were absolutely determined to hook into them.
Yeah. And that shows the way the club has changed its mindset.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it seems it's a within the club. So it doesn't matter what grade. It seems the mindset, the whole club has just changed. That people are starting to believe we are where we are, and this is where we should be.
Absolutely, and at no point did they think they weren't going to roll them for under 72.
No. And it'd be disappointing getting rolled out for 72, right? We've all been there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you think, like a 4, that the opposition edges a 4 through slips, and you think, oh, fuck, like, that's
right.
4 of the runs they need, and they didn't even deserve it. Like, you don't have anything to play with, right?
No.
So
really good.
Yeah. So Hewey, take us through the awesome batting lineup where they were rolled for 72.
All right, first innings. So Hobart made 4 off 12. So again, maybe relying on him doesn't turn up. Doesn't turn up. It's probably not the right way.
I know what you're saying.
Things don't always go your way. Got 4. Abassi 1 off 8. Mohammed Sharos 9 off 17. Niall was 11 off 29. So all of a sudden there's those 4.
Yeah.
We don't have the figures in front of us of what they'll fall of wickets, do we? So
no, not in this one.
The bums would have been going at 100 miles an hour. The old
you wouldn't be expecting to go in. You're batting at 5, right? You're not going, I'll be in. This would have been around the 8th, 9th over.
Exactly.
I'm parking up here for a little while, please.
Mohammed Yusuf was 5 off 19. Hassan was run out for 14 off 60. So they've faced a few balls. They tried to steady this.
Yeah, I think it's this Hassan and Mohammed Azhar. I think this was where they tried to consolidate a little bit here.
Ubaid, yep.
Sorry, Ubaid.
You're right, mate. Made 12 off 25. Hammer, Golden.
Ooh.
Sheesh. Hammer.
He
wasn't pleased either, just quietly. And fair enough. Riley, a duck, faced 12 balls for a duck also. And Woff made 1 off 10. Scotty Moore was not out 2.
That has to be wrong, doesn't it? Scotty Moore.
And Naz,
he's had a couple of good weeks. Scotty Moore's had
he's in form.
Yeah. I think he scored a 4 and a 4 last week, and then 2 not out. I mean, his averages
so
are scored.
Excited, mate. Yeah, he's good.
It's great
fair
to
enough.
see. So what did you kind of?
Sorry,
both
mate,
you.
72. They made it.
So what do you boys just think about that? Just take me through. You would have played finals, both of you, or been in situations. What are you thinking at the end of this?
Well, when you 72, I'll tell you, your heart will be sinking.
Yeah.
You'll be thinking, here we go.
Right?
We've shot ourselves in the foot here. You know? But at the same time, you got to have a crack back. So why not? You got nothing to lose now.
Well, I think it shows as well. Obviously, these guys had that mindset where we can win.
We can win, absolutely.
And they have got that result.
And the thing is, it has to be spot on. You can't
You can't afford.
No loose shit, nothing.
Yeah.
You got to take your catches. You got to bowl well, good line and good lengths, and put them under pressure.
Yeah.
You know? Get them to come to you, so to speak. So,
that's right.
And that's exactly what they've done.
Yeah.
You know.
What were you guys thinking up in Mushay when looking at? I'm sure you guys, because you were batting first, you would have been looking going.
Yeah, we were looking at all the scores and we were a bit worried. Just looking at it on the app on the Play Cricket, it just got better and better.
It's amazing. It's amazing to watch.
Looking at the wickets fall from Marmy, and when we were bowling, we were going, "Oh, hold on a minute."
Yeah, that's it.
All we could hear, because we were bowling first as well. All we could hear was shouting. What's going on? You know?
Yeah.
Because they do get pretty excited, them boys.
Yeah, they definitely do. They're quite a yappy bunch. Yeah. Jakey, take us through the bowling.
So, we have got, looked like Naz and Ranger opened up the bowling. Naz had a great day. He led the charge here. He bowled 20 overs, 10 of those maidens, and his stats were 5 for 10 off 20. So that is big
amazing
from your skipper.
Fantastic.
When you've got a skipper that can come out and do that when you've been rolled for 72, it's a pretty big statement.
That helps, right? The economy rate 0.50.
All the economy rates here are very low. But Ranger, he bowled 6 overs, 1 for 4. So not bad there from Ranger at all either. And then Woffa cleaned out the rest of them. He bowled 18 overs, 4 for 23 were his figures with 9 maidens as well. So he actually had the highest economy rate with 1.27.
Yeah. Calm it down, will you, mate? Yeah. Sort it out.
And then we had Mohammed Sharos bowled 5 overs, none for 4. And then both Hammer and Ubaid bowled 1 over, none for 1. and Obeid's one run was a wide by the looks.
Oh yeah, it was.
So yeah, very good bowling all round there, which it needed to be. So very well done to the boys there. And a few catches in the field as well. Hussein with 2 catches, Shiroz and Obeid both with 1 each as well.
I don't know what it was like overnight, what the score was overnight, but looking at the fall of wickets, it was like 1 for 9, 2 for 11, 3 for 11, 4 for 13, 5 for 16, 6 for 17. So all of a sudden, we're going alright.
We're
going pretty good.
That's when your mindset probably changes, thinking,
Absolutely. So I don't know how many down. I think they were 8 down, maybe overnight.
Oh yes, they were. Yeah.
So then they went 7 for 34. So all of a sudden you start going, start to pucker a bit.
Yeah, you need this partnership broken.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it went 8 for 37, 9 for 44, all out for 44.
Yeah.
They hung around a bit.
Yeah, because I was going to say, look at the overs that were bowled. So Naz still bowled 20, Waffa bowled 18. You got a 6 from Scotty, a 5 from Shiroz, and then 1 each. What's that? That's
about 50 overs.
50 overs.
Yeah.
So they were making him pay,
work.
right? Work. Yeah, like
towards the end.
Hence
anyway,
the economy rates being 0.5 and 0.6. And
but it was like, how about you boys hang out here, right? We're not going to just give it to you. And then if they start to tire, bowl some shit balls. That's where Marmion could have, taken. You only need 1 or like 3 or 4 good shots, right? And you're right back in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
and it gives that, and when you're the opposition, when that happens, you're like, oh gee, you start to panic. Although it hasn't made that much difference, it does psychologically. It does.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, it sends a bit of a ripple through everyone, and you're thinking, can we do this? Can we do this? And then the pressure goes the other way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So all in all, that's a great win, and that was our first team. Well, the first team through our podcast that has made it through to the grand final. I don't know how the went down. I think actually might have won first. Yeah, but I think they might have won first on the weekend. But they went back out just to consolidate the win, just to make sure. So who's got it in front of them?
Me.
Yeah, Hugh. How did the second dig go?
The second dig, much better than the first. Much better, but the game's done.
Yeah.
So Hobart made 34 off 40. Mohammed Shiroz opened with him, made 4 off 17. Abassi 38 off 30. So obviously they're a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
Having a crack. And Noel made 9 off 20. Muhammad Yusuf not out 26. And Fazan Hussein was 14 off 45, not out. Both boys are not out. And they ended up with 140.
Yeah. Although you said the game's gone, I mean it's done, right? And when it really counted, they made the 72. It is good that they got back out for a second bat, right? Because they're but is now thinking my last scores are in the 30s, right? It's not the 4.
Yeah, and you haven't got the same confidence. But apparently, I think, I don't know if I'm right here, but Naz was going to call it, and they wanted to go back out again. I don't know why, but they did.
Yeah.
But then again, you roll them again for 70, you're back in the game again.
Yeah, well, it's
on time and overs and all that, of course. But you've got to give yourself the best opportunity.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
But it's good to see that. They got back out and just made some runs, and hopefully that's some confidence builder for the top order there. Still a lot of work. You got a big week ahead of you. So as we go into that next week, we will look. So our thirds will be playing Warwick Greenwood in the final. After Warwick Greenwood defeated Leederville. So Warwick Greenwood were all out for 219 and they defeated Leederville. Leederville were all out for 144. So a reasonably comprehensive win there for Warwick Greenwood. But as we go to the tail of the tape for this year between the two, head to head, we've won 1 and lost 2. And the one we have won has been the one-day grand final.
Correct.
So we thought we'd just give you a quick summary of how what the tail of the tape looks like for each round and where are our performers, and then we'll quickly touch on what do we think is needed to win. So Hugh, what was the first game we played Warwick Greenwood this year?
Well, that was round 6, Gaz. Warwick Greenwood scored 4 for 183, and our boys got close, but we were all out for one chasing that. We were all out for 172. That was one dayer at Hawker Park.
Yep.
Muhammad Abbasi made 44 and Mohammed Shiros 25. And our best of our bowlers was Waff was 1 for 38 off 8 and Ronnie Sharma 1 for 33 off 8.
It wasn't their best bowling effort of the year, only getting the 4 far, but to make that 172 in return wasn't too bad.
How did the thirds go generally in the one dayers? Because that was a one dayer back in round 6. I know.
Yeah,
they've pretty much scored runs throughout the whole year. They've been pretty.
But they didn't make
between the two formats, or
actually, I don't know. They didn't make the one day final, though, did they?
Who?
Third grade. Did they?
I thought they did.
Oh, they won it.
They
fucking won it. Yeah, okay. So I'm guessing.
So yeah, it must have.
But I've got a feeling Warwick Greenwood were top in both.
Yes.
Yeah, and I reckon
they've been on top all week.
Yeah,
all year.
I don't think they've. I don't think they've lost in the regular season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So both ones we've lost. Then Jakey, we played him again, and how did that one go?
Yes, that was the first 2-dayer in round 14 earlier this year. So we batted first by the looks of this and got all out for 111, and then sent Warwick in and they got all out for 124. So
That was
another
pretty
close
close, right?
And it was a close game. So
Yeah.
It
was down here and it was
Yeah, that was
tense.
yeah.
It was a shame because it looked like they sent us back out after that, and we got 6 for 174 with whatever time was remaining. So we batted well the second
Yeah, which
time
is a
round.
nice little bonus, right?
Yeah. So our top performers there were Muhammad Azhar. He made 68 with the bat, and then a few nice performances with the ball. Scotty Moore 4 for 30 off 13. Waffa 3 for 30 off 15, and Naz 2 for 23 off 16.
Yeah, so you can see some close games there and good efforts by our boys. And then we go to the big one, Hugh. We played him in a grand final. What was the result of that one?
Mate, the grand final, Warwick Greenwood batted first at 9 for 104 after assuming 40, so made batted for the whole 40, and our boys won it at 2 for 107. So I'm not sure whether they needed all 40 to get there, but possibly not. I don't
think so.
Best performers: Muhammad Abbasi made 23, Mohammed Shiros 36, Noel Khan was 19 not out, and Sahal Butt 18. And the great man, Scotty Moore, 3 for 20 off 8, blitzing with the ball.
He's had a good year.
I've never met a bloke that talks to himself so much as he does when he's bowling.
Talks to himself.
He yells at himself as well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Really?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he can do a one-on-one podcast with himself. Ask himself questions.
He would have got suspended amount of times if he was talking like that to anyone else.
Yeah, okay.
He does it to himself, so it's alright.
Naz, 1 for 14 off 8. Wolf, 1 for 18 off 7. Riley, 1 for 19 off 6. And Hammer, 1 for 21 off 6.
So what do you guys make of that tail of the tape? We got a big. This is like a big one, right?
Yeah. Well, like you say, Warwick Greenwood undefeated for the regular season.
Yeah.
The one final they've played in so far, and we got them.
Yeah.
So that's good confidence for the guys at least that they can then back that up in the 2-dayer, because we've just like they have, we've got back there in the big dance. So we've obviously gone just as well in the 2-day format as they have.
Yeah.
So there's no reason we can't do it again and repeat.
And when you look at the results, I mean, the 1-dayer was 183 to 172. So there's nothing in that. And the 2-dayer was 111 to 124. So there's nothing in that either. So they're in the game. They're in it.
Yeah, and it seems like
they shouldn't be worried about them.
No, exactly. You can do it, and the one we got over more comfortably was in the 1-day final. But question without notice. Give me one each. There's going to be two quick questions. First one, your key to this game. Who are you looking at?
If I'm thirds.
What player are you looking at that you think is going to think that is a key to the game?
I think it's probably a fairly obvious answer with Sahal Butt.
Okay.
Obviously, he's had I think it's 4 tons this season. So if he can get a ton on the board as the opening bat, that just sets the tone then with the runs. Chase that, Warwick.
It gives them confidence too.
Yeah, exactly.
The boys.
Who do you think, Hugh? Now he's off the board. Quiz without notice? No, come on. Some of those results there.
I'm going to go bowlers. I think Naz has done pretty well, and Woff. I think Woff is going to play a big part. He bowls first change, and sometimes that can be, should be just as important.
Yeah, but that's where teams look to go, right? Sometimes
that's when they all sort of relax and go, we'll see these boys out, and we'll go after this bloke. So I think he's going to play a great part in it.
You got me, mate. That's who I was going to go. But just speaking, I'm going to go the bowling too. I think the batting, there's a lot of depth there, and as Jakey said, I think Sahale's so important there. But mate, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just do your natural game. I'm actually going to go Scotty Moore. I think he could. He's still got a bit of pace, right? He's still got. He knows how to bowl. I just think he could really turn the game. He could turn it.
You, mate.
Huh?
He's gonna love you.
Oh mate, I can't wait to see him next. Yeah, no. I think he could be really important for the team. I think. I mean, it's so easy to say it's a batting and bowling game, right?
Yeah, look,
but you can just see it.
Determined too. Like he's never played in a 2-day. Well, never. Should I say? He's never won a 2-day grand final. So he'll be pretty determined to do well.
Yeah.
Get his head in the right space, and he'll go okay. He'll be handy.
Yeah. So that's who we think we're looking to go. Then Hewey, I did give you the heads up on this one, but I didn't give Jakey. So I spoke in the opening monologue about how the club's changed. Give me a 1 or 2 word answer on what you saw of this game, right? Or how you rate this game. And I'll start off, right, just so give it an answer. I thought this was about, we're talking about, sorry, when you answer your questions, about the spirit and how it was done. I thought this showed the club down and dirty, right? When you are just 72, right? Things haven't gone your way, and we just got down to business and into the weeds of it, and we just did what we had to do to beat them. And years past or whatever, it has been the case in a lot of times as well, but that hasn't always been the case, right? It's
easy to throw the towel in when you're all out for 72.
Yeah, so my answer for the semi-final for our third grade is just down and dirty. Hugh, where did you land with that?
I would have said determined.
Yeah.
They're not going to give up without a fight. So, Warwick Greenwood, if you think you're not. Look out. These boys are going to come after you. They're super, super keen now. They scraped through. They got through. Did what they had to do. Yeah. Did it well. Now they're set.
Yeah. Jay, again, I'll put you on the spot here.
I was actually going to say determination. Huey got in before me.
Yeah.
But I reckon it's just the love of cricket for those guys. Like Huey mentioned before, they knew they were capable of rolling them for under 72.
Yeah.
Whereas some people's mindsets just drop when you get rolled for 72. Whereas those guys knew that they were absolutely capable of doing it, and I reckon that comes just from how much they love their cricket.
And it's probably, I don't know the inner sanctum of those guys, but it's probably what they needed. Do you know what I mean? They've been rolling along all year fairly easily, and maybe they needed a kick in the arse to
and this is like
fire them up again.
This is kind of like their 3rd or 4th year kind of together as a team, right? And this is the first time I think they've gone to a 2-day final, possibly. I think it's just like a culmination of of staying together and just working through, right? It's not always easy, and these guys have worked through the hard times.
They certainly deserve to be there. There's none of this, we scraped in or we just made it, or, they deserve to be there.
Yeah. No, I just had to check something. So well done, thirds. We look forward to seeing how you go against Warwick Greenwood this week.
Good luck, boys. You deserve to be there.
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment. I say it 1,000 times, but enjoy it.
Yeah. These are hard
to nothing.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Play the game. And that's it. Yeah. Absolutely.
These are hard to get to, so be in the moment and at least do yourselves proud. And if you guys do yourself proud, live in the moment. You guys have got this, and you're going to bring
very often.
Yeah, you're going to bring this home for us, and we can't wait to talk about it next week to see how you went. All right, so that let's move into our second grade. Again, this was just performance we've been putting in all year. Nothing's changed. kind of lost for words on this one. I mean, we'll get through it, and maybe my words will be found as the more we talk through it. So I'm going to I'll let Hewey go this way because we're going to start with our bowling first because we bowled first. So we played Quinns Rock in the semi, and we rolled them for 106 all out, and then in reply we went 3 for 130. It was a pretty comprehensive win in the end. But Hugh, take us through that bowling innings.
It was, before I get into the figures, it was pretty good. Like, you don't play many games where the line and length is just immaculate. They probably didn't help themselves because they didn't want to come after us for some reason. I don't know why, but just lack of shots, and they probably
they were slow again, weren't they?
Really slow.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, I take nothing away from like Bubsy started, but and so did Dunk. Just superb line and length. Old Dunk still wants to bowl 9 different balls in a 6-ball over. But he's done that all his life, so that's the way it is, But the line and length all day, just immaculate. They put them under so much pressure that the time they wanted to play shots, too bad, boys, you're out.
It's just a stranglehold, right?
Yeah,
just quicksand, right?
Absolutely,
you're just getting deeper and deeper into it, and
they did have one fella made 50 odd.
Oh, did they?
Darren Fox, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And he batted okay. He was patient, probably way more patient than the others, but he just picked his ball. He can play, so he's done all right. But I think we might have dropped him a few times. We did drop a few catches.
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately, which seems to be
stuff to improve on.
Absolutely. We say that, but we just seem to be doing it. So I don't know why, but anyway, we get away with it. All right, into the bowling. Bubsy, 8 overs, 3 maidens, none for 13. Dunk, bowled superb. 14.3 overs, 5 maidens, 3 for 15. Addy Saylor is just immaculate, absolutely immaculate. Line and length, just does the same thing.
So good to watch bowl. His rhythm is easy as well. Like it's just this easy run up, easy action.
Yeah, the only time he'd hurt himself bowling if he fell over. That's the only time. 9 overs, 6 maidens, no wicket for 7. Addy off 9 overs, it's just amazing. And then the great man himself, the big tone man, 19 overs, 3 maidens, 7 for 36.
This is what I didn't have words for.
And there would have been 2 or 3 catches dropped as well. Don't worry about that.
I mean,
Pete did all right too. Might have been a bit unlucky, Petey. 5 overs, no maidens, none for 20. Jared, 7 overs, 2 maidens, none for 13. And they're the boys that bowl. So
we're watching this up at Mouchet on Play Cricket. We're keeping up to date with this. And all you see is T. Denman.
I was going to say, he took pretty much all the first lot of wickets, right? Yeah. It was all Tone early on. I think Dunk cleaned up at the end.
Had 1 early on, I think, and then his 2 were a bit later. But, the guys are just laughing. We're just on the bench, because we were batting, and when it was come off with bowling, I wasn't. Yeah, I think we were batting. But we're just looking at it going, fuck, standard this. And no one actually counted it up. And I've counted it, gone, it's 7. And everyone's gone, no, it wasn't. It was.
And this is, I can't talk enough about, I know that, you say you can't get into it, but this is unbelievable.
What cracks me up, he comes up, he goes, you fuckers, you could have taken more catches.
I know. But he's just...
He could have, to be honest.
Yeah, but he just keeps getting it done right. We've got loads of great players that have come through, and I think one of the things that stands out to me with Tone is he's the best captain I've played under. And he doesn't ask anything that he kind of can't do. You know what I mean? He just goes out. He loves cricket, right? He knows where with fielding placements, he's seeing things ahead, right? And he still does his stuff.
Oh, sometimes when you're on the field, you look at his field placement. What are you up to here? What are you up? Sometimes it's just something out the bag. So he's thinking about it. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Generally works.
It
works. Absolutely does.
Yeah. So just another 7 wickets, right? Leads by example. All you guys are out in the field. I'm not saying, but just leads by example. Gets you into a winning position early, right? And and you guys all reap the rewards of that with all your hard work. Is not saying one man, but like it just sets in motion, right? And then you can all get on the back of it. He very rarely,
absolutely,
lets himself down.
One thing that I did notice on this scorecard here that Tony would have been very impressed with from the other guys is out of those 6 bowlers, there were 4 wides, 0 no balls. So I don't know how many buys there were, how many extras in total, but 4 from the bowler's perspective for a whole
I'm going to interrupt you there.
Pretty good.
Being maybe old school, should never bowl wides in a 2-day game, mate.
This is true, but
true.
We know that Tony.
If it had been a 1 day, I go, that's fantastic. But it should never bowl.
But we also know Tone really pumps on this, right? And just
yeah.
I mean, you'd have to bowl it pretty fucking wide in a 2-day.
Sorry, it wasn't in rude there, but
no, but it is a fact though. Like
it's a fact.
It would be, but he'd also be pretty chuffed with that. Extras.
He'd be cranky at it, but he'd be going, shit, 4 wides, you blokes.
Yeah, and you can see that he didn't bowl 1 or no ball, so it makes it even worse when he's not participating in the action.
Yes.
I think he's bowled 1 wide all season, wasn't either.
Amazing effort. It was just, to be part of it was great to watch, and been around a block a couple of times, and it's good to watch that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So what was the messaging at the break, Hewey?
Which break?
Once you bowled him out, you're coming into, you had to do the batting thing. What was the message that was kind of spread amongst the team?
Just do what we do, We all pretty much know what we need to do, Just go and do it. Tone's not big on huge motivation speeches and things like that, Just ask you to do what you're supposed to do, and off you go.
Yeah, so everyone kind of pulls their part, and if everyone does that, you're gonna
and
win.
we've been all year playing pretty much together, so you know where you're at, where you stand, pretty much. So there's not a lot to be said. We've been around, most of us a fair while. Understand situations and what's going on. So
and then we'll move to the batting here, Jakey. We end up making those runs fairly comfortably. What did what stood out, or read us through the scorecard here?
So opened up with Ado and Paul. Paul, pretty standard from him. It looks like both of them actually took it quite slow, took their time with it.
I didn't realise how many balls they faced.
Yeah, they were in no rush. But when you get a team all out for 106, you're in that position. You don't have to rush anything. So
true.
Paulie usually doesn't anyway, but he went all right again on the weekend. 22 runs from 136 balls.
That is slow. So, I'm sorry. Well done, Paulie, but fuck me. I would have fell asleep.
Yeah, it's a good effort. If that's what you've been told, just
exactly. Yeah.
And then Ado was. He got 37 off 156 balls.
You're worse, Ado.
That's when I knew that was obviously the plan, because Ado doesn't usually bat that slow.
Yeah. Sorry, Paulie, you were really smoking him.
But no, it's a very good opening partnership in a semi-final.
That would have stuffed him, right?
Oh yeah. Quins.
That's a lot. So that first wicket, we're looking at that, right?
Heads down for the Quins guys.
Yeah,
at that stage.
It's like 30 odd overs they bowled before they get in that wicket.
Just picking them off.
Yeah.
And then our great man here next to me, Hewey, come out and faced 29 for 5 runs. You hit him all right, Hewey?
You said you felt like you're in.
It felt really comfortable. Poor shot that I got out. The last few weeks, to be honest, they haven't got me out. I've got myself out. Just chucked it away, and which hasn't pleased the great man himself too much. It hasn't pleased me either, to be honest.
Yeah.
But when I bat, I just tried to bat with some intent, really.
Yeah.
If I could see a ball to hit the score off, that's what I tried to do. I didn't want to get caught in that block.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I just got myself out, really.
Yeah. But yeah, then we had Kano and Daffy come in. They batted very slow for their standards as well. Just 100 strike rate for Kano, 116 for Daffy. I don't think they know how to bat slow, these guys. So
they'd had enough by the time they got
out. I reckon.
So yeah, Kano 13 not out off his 13 balls, and Daffy 14 not out off 12 to finish things off.
Yeah.
So pretty good when you only need 5 batsmen. I know it wasn't a big amount to chase, but only dropped those few wickets, so that's good.
Yeah, and to do it kind of comfortably, right, where you're not really in any. Yeah. there's two. Everything we say, there's kind of
exactly
two sides, right? Like it's great just to get there, right? Unchallenged, basically. You were unchallenged in that batting, right? You did it pretty comfortably, and that's because the guys at the top did their job,
badly,
right?
Either, to be honest.
Yeah, you know? But then sometimes it's nice to be challenged to make sure you can get yourself through that, right? But take it for what it is. You guys got through this one quite comfortably. What you've been doing all year, so you've just got a massive week in front of you to do it one more time. I think that's where we probably land on that one. And this weekend you're at home, being top of the ladder, and you got Balladura Lansdale. Balladura had a win on the weekend, but not a great win. Like very low scoring semi-final. I mean, you guys might have scored 300 if you had a bat at first or whatever. But Balladura were all out for 97, and then defeated Mouchet, who were all out for 69. I mean, Mouchet just fell off the cliff in. We'll get to. It seems like they back in the season, across all grades, right? They really just fell off a cliff. I'm not sure why or what happened there, but we've got a big match against Balladura this week, which will be good after their win over Mouchet. So we go to the tail of the tape, and we'll go to Jakey for the first one. We lead this year 2-0 against Balladura Lansdale. Jakey, read us that first encounter.
Just pointing out, I don't think we are 2-0. No. I think it's 1-1.
1-1.
Yes, it is. I didn't read that properly.
No guess.
1-1. Okay, sorry. There we go. 1-1.
So the first one
just assumed you guys won every game.
Well, that is the only one we lost, actually.
Yeah,
so I'm surprised to see the loss.
Yeah, so don't you feel like you let me down?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you can own your feelings.
I don't know where you've actually got these stats from, Gaz, because I'm just looking at the bowling performances, and one thing stood out to me massively. And then I'm looking below that, and I'm going, hold on a minute, that doesn't quite add up.
Yeah, it took 12 wickets, which is pretty impressive. Yeah.
Anyway, we think the result was we went out to bat first and made 118, and then Balladura followed and were 8 for 119. Performances say we got 12 wickets, not just 8. So don't know what's happened there.
Drop catches, mate.
Oh, and I don't think Afaq probably bowled, to be honest.
No,
he would have been playing top grade.
Yeah.
I would go with Tone 7 for though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is no surprise, just another one in the books for the big man.
I wonder who got the other one. It's probably a run out.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah, don't know.
But yeah, he was the definitely the top performer of the bowlers. Tony, 7 for 20 off his 8 overs, almost a wicket and over. Very good from him there. And then a couple of people with the bat. Adjo, he must have played this game. 33 he got, and Daki with 32. So not bad from the pair of those guys there.
Yeah.
Daki's been out in the 30s a few times this season.
Yeah, I think most of them have all been. Yeah.
Mate, when he's on, it's good to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
God, he hits the ball up.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's hitting the ball up.
Yeah, and then looking through, then you played him 2 weeks in a row. So it must have been from the switch to 1 to 2 days. So Hugh, how did the second game go?
Much better than the first, Gaz.
Yeah.
I actually didn't play this game, but obviously Balladura batted first. We rolled them for 138. This is round 8, so is that before? That's before the break, isn't it?
Yeah, 29th of November.
And we were knocked them over at 4 for 165. So I'm assuming that's the right way around. They batted first. I can't remember, to be honest. But
oh yeah, I think they did. But I think this is the way it kind of reads.
Just kept going.
Yeah.
So standout performers in the game were Paulie Krautman, 59 not out. Harshit Chowdhury, 50 not out, and Adrian Vitali, 26. Bowlers, the great man, 4 for 30 off 16.4. And young Rolls had a great day, 3 for 15 off 7, which is pretty good.
Yeah, so pretty comprehensive win on the second time around in the 2-day format, which holds us in some good stead, beating him in that one. It'll
be slightly different teams, I would have thought.
Oh yeah, it will be. But I was going to do, like how I did the stat thing last week about calculating all the stuff. Balga have got 4 teams in grand finals this week.
Is that right?
Yeah, so they can't change kind of too much, right?
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, because we get to that, but we do play them in the B grade final, and then they're playing in this one, and I think in a couple other grades they're also playing grand final. So their team selection is going to be pretty standard, right? There's not much, shopping and changing that. Yeah. So we'll go back through the questions. I'll ask Hewey first this time.
Consistent.
Who's your No. Oh, I'm going to go. Who's your key? Who do you think's going to have a ripping grand final? Or Jakey, jump in. Whoever wants to jump in.
I think with the bat, I think Kano's due a pretty
interesting
big game.
Choice. There we go.
So I think he might go well with the bat.
Penciling him in for how many?
I'm going to say 80 plus.
Ooh, well, let's fucking hope so. Hewey, who's your key to the game?
Daff. Clean. I think he's due for a big one. He can just tear him apart. Hopefully have his head in the right spot,
Yeah.
And he can just rip them apart. He's got so many good players around him, like especially through the middle, that they can do a job as well. Like Dacky and Jared and all that sort of thing. Through there, and even if he bats with Kane, in the middle, they can do some real damage.
If those two are out there and they're out there for a while, that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt.
Yeah. But he's just got to have his head in the right spot.
Yeah.
So he's got some issues, but not physically. Only a couple of injuries he's carried.
Yeah.
But doesn't seem to be holding back. He kept really well on the weekend, so he seems to be rolling along nicely.
Yeah, I had trouble with this one. It was two. Like, there was so many guys you could choose from, right? And I was thinking Dacky, but I'm actually going to go Paul Crowton. I think he has been an outstanding performer for 90% of the year, right? And I think he's due to go from the 50s to the next level.
Well,
so
had a bit of
my money's on Paulie
since maybe Christmas. He's had a bit of a lean patch, and it would be frustrating him as well. So he'll be ready to go.
But he's got the temperament from what I've seen, and the technique, and just to do it right. And so my man will be see how Paulie goes during this this grand final. So as we went to the last round as well, Hewey, one word:
consistent.
That performance and
consistent.
Yeah.
Nothing changed. It was just same as before, and the time before that, and the time before that. Just obviously different fellas that do a bit here and there, but just consistently drop catches.
Yeah, everything you do is consistent.
Everything you do is consistent.
The good and the bad stuff.
Consistently taking wickets, but the other boys are there and they're playing their role and they're doing it consistently, week in, week out. So that's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah, Jakey, you got a word?
Yeah, I'm going to go with comfortable. I think not just the batting, because obviously the batting looked very comfortable, only losing a few, but even the bowling, no bowler really got hit for runs. Just like the thirds economy rate was very low. So when you're out there in the field and they can't score off you, they're struggling to score, as well as taking wickets in the meantime. It just makes you feel a bit more comfortable when you're not on edge. Being a semi-final, some guys go out there very nervous.
Yeah,
that'll come straight down.
That fact, you're right. That fact, knowing that you're not going to rely on one or two, doesn't put extra pressure on yourself or other people. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I know I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about me. Other guys, that mentality,
Yeah.
I can do it as well. So
yeah,
so that sort of thing, right? Batting and bowling.
Yeah, that's right. I had clinical. I think it was just what they've been showing all year is just clinical. You know what you're getting. It's just the same old stuff, right? There's not, that you don't showboat. You just go out there and just get it done. And it's just consistently just so consistency. I think all about
no showboating at all.
Yeah,
there's none of that.
Yeah, and I just thought I'd also just add in masterful. I mean, it is right. It's the same.
One word, guys.
Yeah, well, look, I had more time to think about it.
You did.
I set these parameters, right? No, I just think it's just a show of what's been happening all year, and we all deserve wins this weekend, and this is no doubt another team that deserves.
All teams have created their opportunities. So
Yeah.
That's why you deserve to be.
Yeah. So no more than anyone else, but like I just think, this is
nothing's been handed to anyone.
Yeah, this one feels. Yeah, you'll get through the situation, and let's hope when we pod next week that we're talking our second victory. Yeah. Absolutely. So well done to our second grade there. All right, let's get into the old first grade, and this is quite the effort as well, right? Yeah, this is another one that's kind of hard to explain, but I can't wait to get into this, right? So we played Mewshay. We played in the week before. I think we made 328. They made 328, and then we chased that down and made 329. And then again, I was sitting at home looking at the scores. It's like, okay, looks like we're going again. And then all out for 329. Just one more run.
The same score, yeah? Same score as we scored.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. And you hear about this small ground and whatever, but I just don't. I buy that for the amount of runs, right? But that's still a 270 here or something. You know what I mean? Like consistently making the wicket doesn't change, right? You got stumps, you got a pitch, that doesn't change, right? And the fact that this is the way they go about it is awesome.
Well, they definitely learned, and I think Jake will back me up. They definitely learned a few lessons from the week before.
Yeah.
Not so much with the bat, but definitely in the field.
Yeah, okay.
And it showed.
Yeah, exactly right.
It showed.
Things did change and improve.
Bowling lines and lengths, the whole lot.
Yeah. One thing I would say about the ground is it probably is worth a bit less here at Balga than 270. But in saying that, a lot of our runs came from boundaries. So at the same time, I think we would have scored pretty much as high anywhere else.
Yep.
Yeah. So what was
that sort of shows that really with the scores all the way through that card.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, dare I say it again, consistent.
Yeah, that's right.
It's nice and even.
Yeah.
So
what was the messaging heading into that game, Jakey? Did you win the toss?
No, we lost the toss, and we did think that Mewshay would go out and bowl and send us into bat, considering that we chased them down the following week. But yeah, the messaging was just pretty much we chased down that massive total the week before, so we know that we're more than capable against these guys. And they obviously scored 328 the game prior, but a lot of those runs came from two blokes, and we were pretty sloppy in the field. So the message was really just tighten things up in the field, try and get those blokes a bit cheaper, and it should be a bit easier than it was the following week.
Yeah. All right, Hugh. So take us through that incredible batting lineup, mate.
This fella, I'm so pleased for what he scored. Praveen opened the batting, scored 75 off 148 balls. First 50 for the club. It's been coming.
Yeah.
God, it's been coming.
Oh, he's been making
so
that
much
30s again.
Anyway, so much ability, but just seems to fall over at that last hurdle, But this will give him so much confidence, especially leading into this weekend,
Oh, exactly.
It'll be great. Muhammad Kamsi, 2 off 6. Jimmy, great innings, a 52 off 71. Good to see.
Yeah.
Hit his straps just at the right time. Give him some confidence. He'll be busting with confidence. Can't wait to get out there. Yeah. And that's what you want. Rhodes, another cracking innings, 86 off 107. Super consistent. Chamira, 4 off 10. Not sure about how Chamira go. Was all right? Was he comfy or just?
I actually
too bad.
Don't remember too much from Chamira's innings, to be honest with you. I don't really have much to add there. Sorry, Hewey.
Yeah,
that's
no,
all right, mate.
He struggled a bit over the last couple, but I still
just,
believe he's
ready.
Well.
Don't write him off.
Yeah, that's all right.
Not. Malik made 32 off 19.
Yeah, which
great
is great.
Knock, nice, consistent knock. Afaq, 27 off 20. That's going too. Having a swing.
Yeah, it was a nice little partnership kind of through there after those big runs at the top, just to pile on a little bit here and there.
And watching it, like as it progressed, like we were the same, keeping on. It was just a steady. Just keep building, without being explosive or anything like that. It was really good. Hamza, 14 off 13. Is that right? Yep. And the great man next to me, Jakey, 8 off 13. Jakey, I thought you got more than that. I thought you hit a couple of sixes.
That was the game prior.
Oh,
I hit
okay.
3 sixes in a row, but yeah, couldn't get going this game.
Try. So what was it like, Jake, when you went out? Was it like a bit of a license to start throwing it around a bit, or?
Yeah, well, I thought so. I went out with that intention, but I think Brody was sort of telling those guys at the end, let's get through the overs. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I sort of just had a bit of a swing anyway.
So you weren't listening?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Okay.
But it didn't really work for me, so I probably should have listened.
No, that's cool.
The big news out of this week is Jake's been dropped.
Drake. Trey, good, great knock, 19 off 16, not out, and Abasi, not out on 6 off 9 balls. Osama didn't bat, so 329 was the score off 72, and a run rate of 4.57, which is a fair old clip.
Yeah,
to be honest.
and how's that? Like everyone just kind of put in. I looked to that bottom order, so when you got down after Chimera got out, right? It's thinking, oh, okay, and then you got Malik, Afaq, 32, 27, even Hamza with his 14, right? 14's, good. Jakey, 8, just adding that little bit more to that score, right? And then Trey comes in 19, and even, Barsi 6 at the end. It's just, everyone's just chipping towards the score, and it's a massive deal when you're heading up into those high 200s into your 300s, right?
You hit 300, it's like, wow, psychologically.
Yeah.
As we all know, we've played enough cricket. When you see 300 in the boys, wow, that's massive.
Yeah. So then it became all on Uche to try and do what we did the week before, and the pressure would have been unbelievable on them, right? Because we scored 300 the week before, chased them down, and we backed it up and did it again. And you'd be in your back of your mind, oh fuck, we can do this as well,
Well, they would have been saying the same as what we sort of spoke about with the fielding wasn't so good. They would have been thinking, well, yeah. But I reckon initially when they saw the 329, I thought, bloody hell, not again.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
And maybe they sort of questioned themselves whether they could chase 329. You can't do it. It's not very often you do it 2 weeks in a row.
Exactly.
So, they would have been not sure.
Yeah, I think they would have had some confidence
the pressure
that they've got that sort of score the week prior. But the other thing was when we chased that down, it was a bloody hot day out in the field, bloody hot day. And this weekend, I think it was. But also,
30. When they scored that 329 or whatever it was the week before, you guys did not have a very good day in the field either.
No, we had a stinker.
So did they have a good day in the field? Or they have a shit day.
They had a few guys that are real good fielders. Few guys.
I'm talking like on Saturday, last Saturday. Did they have a good day in the field? So you earned your runs. You played
many drops.
Nah, there wasn't many drop catches or anything like that.
Okay, so you guys that earned your runs, played well to score your 329.
Like I say, a lot of ours come from boundaries. Yeah. Even with that small ground,
good shots
we could have made the most of. Still, a lot of them come from 6s and 4s in the gaps and that. But yeah, like that, a few guys that stood out in the field that were really good and just wouldn't get past that.
So they weren't hoping that you're going to field shit at the second time.
They might have done.
Well, that's how you play. But we sort of knew that's not going to happen.
But again,
No way that would have happened.
No way.
Yeah, I spoke to Bros the night before, and he just said almost like that, no mercy, right? Like if we're not bowling well, they're coming off. I'm not.
Absolutely.
Just.
We're not here to fuck spiders.
Yeah. Basically, I'm not putting up. Not putting up. It sounds harsh, but just like if a bowler's just struggling, right? Not to say he's not going to bowl again, but he's coming off. He's having that break. We're not going to let him sniff anything, right? Because if they start sniffing, even your best bowling can get hit, right?
Absolutely. Especially on that sort of ground too.
That as well. Semi-final, we've got to put our best foot forward. If you're having an off spell, cut it short and come back on later, try again.
Yep.
And the other thing was we got 6 really strong bowlers.
Yeah.
If that's all we need, then that's all we need. We don't look past them. And it turned out to be the case. That's all we needed was our top 6. They bowled well. They got the job done, and we didn't need anybody else to try and step up and do anything.
And the good things with Broach now too is that he knows he can rely on them guys.
Yeah.
He can't look at someone and go, yes, no. Oh, well, let's give him a go. And then you can just throw him the ball and go, yep.
I love the way this team's just kind of come together, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got their role. I think it's been great. So, Jakey, take us through that bowling card.
So we opened up with a fuck, as we usually do. He ended up bowling 15 overs, 4 for 35.
Well done, fuck. That's fucking incredible, mate. Well done. Yeah.
Really good. He wanted to bowl more. He wanted his 5th wicket. He wanted to bowl 20 overs. He was at Brodie towards the end there, but Brodie held firm. Then we had a Bussy. Figures wise, very good, but pretty standard from him. Whereas actually being out in the field, he bowled really well. Was really, really unlucky not to get a couple more wickets. He bowled 8.1, 1 for 22 with his stats, so still very good.
Nice, Bussy.
Osama, 10 overs, none for 35. Didn't bowl too badly, Osama. Couple of looseners, but outside that, they had a big left-hander who was hitting the ball around.
They got to take to someone, right?
Yeah, that's right. They got to pick some target.
Yeah. Trazer, he bowled 13 overs, 2 for 50. Then we had Shamira, 9 overs, 1 for 31. Also bowled really well. And Broads himself, 11 overs, 1 for 51. So yeah, like a lot of those guys, they had that big guy out. He was out there for a fair while, just having a swing. But yeah, the bowling was just, line and length was good.
Yeah.
Weren't giving them enough to really get away with much. So the big guy was making a fair few runs. He made 50 odd.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bowling was just too good in the end.
Yeah. So the game never got away from you. You never at one point out in the field thought, "Oh fuck, if this one keeps going, like where." You kind of just felt you were close to getting the wicket all the time.
Yeah, we were close. Chillman, he was one of the two that made a century the game prior, and I think he might have made a 50 as well, and was batting alright, but they weren't going at any crazy rate, and obviously when you're trying to get 330,
yeah, you got to keep in
you
front
have a few runs on the board, so they never really did get ahead or anywhere near the run rate. So.
And when you look at the fall of wickets, like 1 for 3, 2 for 11, 3 for 60, so there's a bit of a gap.
So they built a couple of partnerships here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
And 4 for 129. So there's a partnership building there, and you know yourself, sometimes you just need to crack one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
5 for 150, and then you'd be thinking, oh, here we go. They roll along and they make 45 for the 6th wicket.
Yeah,
you know,
it's getting that close. Yeah.
But you got to keep plugging.
Yeah, that's
plugging.
right.
You know, and then 6 for 195, and then they started to fall away a fair bit from there. So end up all out for 227.
Yeah, which is well done to Broads and his team there. You guys have had a cracking second half of the year. Now it's just one more week, right?
Fielding was good, Jake. Like many drop catches and anything like that. Well, we're all dropping them, but
yeah, there were a few or a couple of drop catches.
Hard ones
still.
or ones that should take.
There were 2 sitters that Ramesh Kazmi probably should have taken. He'd be struggling with that, but he had a bit of a sleep in. He got to the game late, so
that's an excuse. I might use that.
Come on, Ramesh. Come on, mate.
But no, overall the fielding, like it was a hell of a lot better than it was the week prior against these guys. So they wouldn't have been expecting that level of fielding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
That's great.
Very good.
And then just in the fielding, Jimmy took a couple. Shamira took a catch. Praveen and Osama took a catch.
Is it true Jimmy went for a catch and never actually laid a glove on it?
That is true, yeah. It was very high. He just misjudged it a bit.
Jimmy, he was just bringing up stuff.
I think he...
He's up.
Getting sensitive here, eh?
It's just a word I heard when the boys come back. I just thought, oh yeah.
His helmet might have even hit the turf pretty hard, I think, as well. Oh. He walked off and was fine. Carried on, but yeah, it looked like he's nogging on the dirt pretty hard.
I think Jimmy, you got to take those, mate. That's what Hewey's been whispering to me to say that. See, I can sit back, not playing, I can just take pot shots back from my day. Yeah. So yeah, great win. That sent us into the grand final. Then all eyes were on to see who we're playing, and this really shit me. Karren, you suck. So Balladura, not that I care who we're playing, but Balladura were all out for 120, and I was sitting back again, looking at all the scores, going 120. Karren, fuck, they got this. We got a home grand final. Yeah, good's this. And then Karren, you fucking suck. You Netto uniforms, all out for 62, got nowhere fucking near it.
We were following that while we were playing too.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh, hold on a minute, because we just assumed that we'd be up against Balladura, having been the top side all season.
Yeah.
And then we've seen they've got out for 120, and we've gone, oh, hold on a minute, we might be up against Karrinyup. And then we see the scorecard go 3 for 14, 4 for 14, 5 for 15.
That's what I was watching.
6 for 15, 7 for 15. We're just like, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Head up to that other competition, Karrinyup. You just disappoint us week after week. But anyway, we got Balladura, so we're pretty comfortable with them. We spoke when we had Broads, Hugh on the pod when he came on. He reckons both the times they've played Balladura, they've been in it. They're nothing, they're a good, very good side, right? But Broads was saying there's nothing that we're worried about. If we put our best foot forward, we're well within the chance. So, so the tail of the tape for this one, I'm pretty sure we were 1-1 this year.
Yes.
If I've read that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
it's only taken 4 games, but you've got it right, mate.
Yeah. Jeez. All this research I do, these guys come in and talk. I'm doing all of it. Yeah. Anyway, Jakey, take us through this first one, mate. What happened in round 7?
Round 7 back in November was the one-dayer, and we got up on this occasion. So Balladura went out to bat first, got them all out for 106. Best of our bowlers was a fuck, 5 for 33 off 7, and a bussy, 3 for 26 off 6.1. So again, very good getting them out for a low. From what I've heard, their batting lineup isn't the strongest, but their bowling lineup is. So
yeah, okay.
I think we'll be pretty confident in our bowling lineup that we can get them out fairly cheap.
And the batting's going to be tested, but you can get through that, right?
But then again, you've got plenty of bats.
Absolutely. And after the last 2 performances, you'd be confident
through the roof, right?
You're going to score some good runs.
Absolutely. So yeah, we followed up, went out to bat 8 for 151, so we ended up winning by 45 runs. Bats, Chimera made 62, so a good innings from him, and then both Jimmy and Ramesh 23, so they were our best bats for that game.
Just need that from you again, Chimera coming in.
Yep.
Just think we made that 329 with Chimera on 4, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
he's due too.
So, going to be big. And then again, we played him back-to-back rounds here, but this time in a 2-day. How'd that go?
You're asking me, Gus?
I am.
Oh, did you? Sorry, mate, I didn't hear that. Round 8, 2-day. Balga, we batted first and scored 132, all out for 132. So like Jakey said with their bowling, I don't know much about them to be fair, but they made 153, difference to 21. So they didn't actually cream the game. We were in it.
Yeah, this will be another close grand final.
Yep. I think it looks like it's going to be pretty even.
Yeah. Yep.
On the day, Jimmy Vo 23, Chimera made 62, Muhammad Kamsi 23.
I'm just looking at Gaz's face. He picked up what I've picked up. They're the same stats for both games.
Same batting stats. So who knows what happened in the batting?
1 minute he's bragging about all the research he does.
I didn't say it was correct.
Shit.
I didn't say
it's all
the bowling.
The
bowling meant to read it.
Wow, there you go. A few shots across the bow there.
Yeah, this is my last podcast I'll be doing.
Yeah, long day.
I tell you what, the lid is off.
Yeah,
all the
lid's off.
In the grand final, and this is what Gaz is dishing up.
Everyone's sitting at home listening, going, "What are these clowns on about?"
No, I've just brought it up here, just to quickly have a look at the batting.
To undermine me.
And we did struggle this game. There were, out of the first 7 batsmen, we had nobody score in the double digits. We had two golden ducks in that. So we were very fortunate in Chimera stepping up again with a 70 not out.
Wow.
That's what I was meant to write.
So he likes Balladura.
Yeah, good. 2 good scores there. But I think the bowling's correct here, Hugh. So I wouldn't have stitched you up twice, mate.
Even write it. Yes, you would.
No,
yes, you would stitch me up. You'd stitch me up a dozen times. What do you want? Bowling. 4 for 47 off 17. Broads 2 for 34 off 10, and Muhammad Kamsi 2 for. Is that 2 for none off 1.3?
Yeah, that is correct. I remember looking at that too. Is that
right?
That is correct, and Jakey's just confirmed
good.
it. So yeah. So why you had that up Jakey, I was just going to say, so that's 3 teams for our grand final. What a fucking year. I was just going to say, where are they playing? Because you guys will be away. So where are you playing this weekend?
It will be in Balga, I believe.
So that would be their best. What's their best ground? What's their
Kingfisher. That's correct.
And then
is that where the swimming place is there? Aquatic Centre?
Couldn't tell you, to be honest. I know I have played there because I recognise
that's their main ground. Their main ground. It's massive.
Yeah,
right?
and then
grounds there, I think.
Then our seconds, obviously, are at home. And Jakey, you just drop into our third grade. Where are they playing in this one?
They will be playing at Penistone Park.
Oh,
yeah. So the A grade got through, but coming through from third place. Then I thought they
dodge all the branches on the ground from the trees. And
yeah,
you'll be fine.
Yeah. So that's where we're all playing. This is an exciting time for the club. But before we leave this grade, Hewey, who is your pick of the final? Who you putting some money on? If there's money to be put on, who you think is going to stand up grand final?
Chimera.
Yeah,
he's due.
Nice choice.
Chimera's due, I reckon.
Yeah.
He's pretty determined. I don't know, like we were talking with Jakey before, I don't know how he's got out or whether he's got himself out or they've got him out but I think he'd be pretty keen.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd expect Bro to step up anyway. But,
yeah.
I think Chimera.
Yeah. Jakey?
I'm going to go Trey.
Ooh, nice pick.
Really, really solid in the field. Probably the best fielder at Balga, I reckon. He's really, really strong, and his bowling's been great the last couple of weeks against Mushay.
Yeah.
Bit unfortunate. The last game of the regular season, he only bowled a few overs. He didn't actually come on again, and then bowled well again on the weekend. Got hit for a few runs, but just bowled really well. So I reckon take a few wickets this time round, and hopefully get a few catches or run outs or just field well in general.
I think so.
Which he always does, to be fair.
That's everyone. Hopefully he can inspire everyone else to do it as well.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, again, there's just so many to choose from. But I'm going to go with Faxala. I've never seen him play. If I walk past him, I wouldn't know, right? But looking at the stats we do every week, I think he's going to do a nice little cameo with the bat down the bottom.
Yep.
He likes to hit.
More than capable.
Yeah, and I think one's going to come off, and he's our lead bowler.
Yeah.
I just think he's going to have a ripping game.
I'm not Brody, but I'd be saying to him, "Let rip, mate.
Unleash with the ball, right?
Just go. Yeah, here's the ball.
Everyone says he's super quick, right?
Yeah,
I'll just love to see him just go hard, and I reckon, he will be my guy to look out for. I think he's going to be great.
Well, he's got 9 wickets in the 2 matches against Balladura so far in the regular season. We think.
Based on the Gary Perryman statistical report. So good luck. And then one word for this game that we just played. Where does it sit with you, Jakey?
I'll
come back to you.
Yeah, come back.
You played in it. Hugh?
Dominant. I think they're just going to dominate the game.
Yeah.
Right from the start. Bat or ball, whether they bat first or bowl first, I think they're just going to be on it.
Yeah, and I had a similar on you. I had decisive, and I think it's just the way they've operated.
Yeah, and they're so ready to go.
Yeah,
you know, after that performance, that semi-final.
Yeah,
and Jakey's sitting with us, but if they're not ready to go, they'll never be ready to go.
Yeah,
now after winning that, so much confidence. Come on, bring it on.
It's exciting, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So good for them as well, you know.
Yeah.
Those guys, they've worked so hard all year to get to that position. Let's bring it home now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So what a massive semi-final week, and now we're Wednesday, ready. 3 days out from the grand final. This has been amazing. I've really enjoyed this lead up to this day. Like Hewey to start with. We started this pod. We're like just building. The more you do stuff like this, you see the scores every week, right? So you start to get a learning, and the passion for me is just back, right? I fucking love this, right? Like
it's so exciting.
And you guys have done. I feel like us proud doing the pod, right? It's like, oh, we've got something really good to talk about, right? Like it's just a positive vibe. So just quickly before we start to sign off, Hugh, just a thought about. How we kind of hit it at the top, but just give me a thought about what you're feeling going into this week and how you feel about the club in general.
The club in general is just just gone, come along, and I feel, and I don't want to put anyone's nose out of joint, in leaps and bounds.
Yeah, it's not saying what's happened previously.
It's like
just
a
saying
different place.
Yeah.
To me, it's a different place. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we still got to have success yet.
Yeah.
You know.
But this is the start to success, right?
It's so much the start, and we've just put ourselves in a position now where we can be so strong for the next few years. You know.
Yeah.
Not only is it good for our blokes that are already here, but for outsiders as well.
Yeah.
You know.
And strength brings strength as well, right? Like you start to go.
We can build.
Yeah, players start looking in, going, fuck that, they're on the right way. Things good, like they look, things are happening here. And,
absolutely.
And maybe I'll just go play down there, right? And then all of a sudden your recruiting becomes a bit easier.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure opposition players come in and go, well, this is all right here. This is good.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the best club rooms going around, right? And now we're putting it on the field. Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what I was going to say as well. Like, at the future of the club, at least for the next few years, looks and feels like it's
strong.
Really strong. Like we speak a lot about this season and how we felt the changes around the club and how positive it is and how successful we've been this season alone with 3 teams in the grand final. But like you say, because we've been that successful, we've got good club rooms, we've got all the amenities and everything. People come in, they like the look of the joint, and they see what we're doing on field, and they go, hold on a minute.
And also, there's some really good people off field running the place as well.
Yeah. That are doing stuff for the players, right?
For the players and the club.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a good place to be. I reckon we're in a great spot.
Yeah. No, I would say I'm just extremely grateful to have the opportunity to speak about it with you guys. You guys enjoy hearing about it. It's good work, doing this with you guys and seeing the club progress. What I'll add to just Jakey's one is no matter, we're building. So whatever happens this weekend is a cherry on top. Absolutely. The build continues, right? It's not, it's not we go 3-0 this week, it's over. Win 3, okay, that's easy. Not worry about it. If we go 0-3, we're building. It's consistently. Yeah. If you guys want to test yourselves, this is the type of thing when we're right at the front of we're lucky that we've had 3 grand final, right? But we're at the actual start of the build. That's right. And we're doing it right. It's not like this is what we've built towards. It's all of a sudden this has come on us. Yeah. And we're building.
Before, and we've made it our own. It's not like anything's been handed to us.
No. Nothing's been handed. Have just scraped in. We've performed
and deserve to be there.
Tony's side has been at the top all season. The top grade second half of the year since the 2 days has just been, you can't fault it. No. Thirds have been strong all season, so it's not like we don't deserve to be there. We've absolutely earned it.
Yeah, if you started the ladder, B grade would have been top, I reckon, after Christmas.
Yeah.
If you started the season at Christmas time.
I think Brody said on the weekend we've won 6 in a row now. Yeah. So that's huge.
Is that right?
That's so, just one more, guys. Before we go, thank our sponsors, Meredith Hammett, the Bottle Main Street, Hagen Hastings Watches, Infront Finance, Naz and the team at Palace Cleaning, and obviously Varsity. Make sure you get down there, use your app when you buy something, and all those points go back to the club. Last one, Hugh, I hope you smash it on the weekend. I look forward to hearing good things at the end. Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
And look forward to coming back Wednesday and talking over it. Yep, talking about whatever happened. And to Jakey, after a season of just building yourself back up, mate, that's part of the build we're talking about. You've done it personally as well. Congratulations on getting there. Good luck on Saturday, mate, and Sunday. And just do the club proud. Whatever happens, both of you just do the club proud. Play it in the right spirits, and it's ours.
Thanks, guys, and to everyone, enjoy. These things don't come along very often, so
yeah. And
enjoy it, make the most of it, make the most of your opportunities, and you'll come out in front.
And that's just because these 2 guys are here. Obviously, to Naz and his team, same goes to you guys. Yeah. Play in the right spirits, play our way, and we believe that we're coming home with 3 wins. Just do your best, boys, and
that's it. It's all that can be asked.
Yeah, we're super happy for everyone. Well done, guys, and we'll be back next week to see how we went. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks, Hugh.
See you, mate.
Thanks, Jakey.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, guys.